Hey guys, taking the YXZ out to Holopaw today. We're going to see how it does in the whoops and stuff that I usually ride. It did okay in the mountains, but it was geared a little high. But I think in the sugar sand where you can constantly spin the tires, it'll be good. I'm also interested to see how it handles in four-wheel drive at high speed. I didn't get to do much high-speed stuff at Carolina Adventure World. So we're going to mess with the suspension a little bit and all that kind of stuff, and we'll see how she does.
Oh, the fuck out west! That's what it's good for. That's four-wheel drive. See how she rips in four-wheel drive. That thing got some body roll. It's so soft. now I'm driving this thing, and boy is it different. It's a lot louder. You gotta shift gears, you got a clutch pedal. The seating position's really different as well. Those little areas was really brutal, so I stiffened. The suspension was too stiff, so I went 1 turn looser on the high-speed compression adjustment, and then half a turn softer on the low-speed compression. We got the front diff locked, 4-wheel drive. Oh yeah!
One thing I did out there was it was riding pretty stiff in the whoops and all the stuff, so I backed off the compression settings all the way around. On the high speed, I backed them off 1 turn. Low speed, backed them off half a turn. And I left my rebound alone, and it handled the whoops a lot better like that. I need to mess with the preloads. I think I want to lower them a little bit. But I keep messing with that kind of stuff, and then I mess with the crossovers too. But overall, it did really good at Holopaw. Went through a good amount of mud and water and stuff. Didn't get stuck. Checked all my oils. Everything's clean. It snorkeled pretty well from the factory. All the vent lines are up, you know, at least this high. So you can go through a good amount of water with this thing not snorkeled, which is great. It's sealed up better than the Talon, because on the Talon, the front tire throws mud into that intake, which is on the side. This intake's on the center. So it did good at Holopaw. There's some stuff like this. That's the crossover ring. It's getting rubbed by the spring. I don't like that, so I'm gonna try to clock the springs a little different to take that bow out of it. You can see it's hitting here because this is making it bow in. So if you clock the spring, I could fix that. But overall, it did good at Holopaw. It was a lot of fun. Went back and forth between driving this and driving a Talon. This is a lot more exciting. The Talon is a little more comfortable, and the Talon's 1,000 times more user-friendly. But if you know what you're doing with one of these, it's a lot more fun, and it is faster. So I'd say that this has faster suspension as far as keeping the tires on the ground, putting the power down, being flat in the corners, whereas a Talon's a lot softer and floaty, has a lot of more body roll, and then, you know, you can't drive it quite as aggressively. You'll flip it over. But this thing is pretty impressive so far. Just the throttle hanging was a pretty big issue for me. Yamaha, you've had a problem with that on these things since like 2016. You need to fix that. Stuck. It was stuck at 9,000 RPM.